M0FXB, welcome back to my videos on the Radtel RT-860. We've got the link here for the programming software. We're going to try and program it just using the USB-C. If that don't work, then we'll try the twin pin cable. So we click download, it's gone up to our folder, and then we click the folder, and let's just double click that. And right, now I did run this about 2 weeks ago, but I'm just going to run it all fresh now. And oh wow, it opened up straight away. Now the USB-C isn't showing a COM port, so let me just try my twin pin. Okay, I tested it before I made the video and it worked. So I'm now going to show you how I done it. How I did it. Moving the camera back here. This is how Steven Spielberg does it. Only the best. So it's just read the radio, but what you do is connect the twin pins just here where my finger is, twin pin cable just there. Like so. Hopefully you can see the radio. Not too glary. I'll have it straight. Now, right click your Windows Square, device manager, and it'll be the same for the iRadio UV88. Double click 12, COM12 here, double click ports, and then go to port select 12 and go yes. And then read, which we just did, and it read. And so we're now going to just go through these tabs. Now, if you have the Radtel 4D, it's very similar actually, but it has a DMR section for contacts and zones, etc, and time slots, all that kind of stuff. So power on, we're going to add a message here. We're going to put in M0FXB Andreas. There you go. That'll do for now. Device, well, it's just showing this. Haven't changed a thing. Shows up to 1 gigahertz. Ooh. And we're going to go along to config 1, which is like a settings page. Voice prompts, key beeps, LCD timer, display timer, all that kind of stuff. Backlight on, LCD contrast. I do want to play with that because, and the brightness, just to get it a bit sharper, but not now. Config 2 is basic settings with tones, but I don't see that I've ever had to use that at all. Is it like a scanner? Key, that's the buttons. Now, remember, you can set every single button on this radio, and only a few have been set. So let's set a couple. So we go, let me have a look now. Of course, a long list. Zone selection, which is basically groups, deep sleep, weather channels, frequency steps, spectrum mode. Let's do one at spectrum mode. So yeah, it's got quite a basic spectrum, but it's all right. It's something new for nothing sort of thing. Now I can't find it. Frequency detector. So there's spectrum mode, radio, broadcast radio, that'll be. And then we'll go down to frequency detect. But you get the idea. You can set the buttons. Channels. Well, I haven't put anything in yet. So just out of interest, let's go to, put my node in here, 434.550. That's receive and transmit. 434.550. CTCS on receive will be none. There it is there at the top. On transmit, which tends to be the right hand one, 77. And then if we can give it a name just here where it says channel alias. So we just call it HubNet. If you're adding a repeater, you just put in different frequencies, different, and that's so if it will say GB3BC, you go 145.750. No tone on receive for me. And then transmit is 145.150. And then you just go GB3 BC. Like so. Did we set the tone? The tone on transmit 94.8 tone to open the repeater. And you can set the power, a few other bits there, but I'll leave it as that for now. And then we'll put an airband one in there, 133.850. 860. Now that one we need it to be AM, so we definitely don't want a tone. We're not transmitting anyway. And yeah, you got the choice of AM, and you've got actually, it just says SSB. It doesn't say lower sideband or upper sideband. So I'm going to put here a sideband one and just see what it, if it lets me. So no, it hasn't. I didn't think it would anyway. So okay, and then we've got zones. You can put things in zones. So the channels, let's say the zone number 1, I call it my channels. So it's basically a group, really. My channels. And I've created 2 channels, yeah? And then we can send them in. They're already in there. Like you've got this, already put them there at the top. But I can remove all these channels here. Watch. I'm removing all them. So now in that group is only 2 channels. If you click the next zone down, let's say we called that one repeaters. Yeah. And then I could just put my repeater in there. But when you go back to my channels, it will only have what you put in there. So this one, we could call it airband. Yeah. And we could, again, add the airband channel. Did I not name the airband? So if we go back to channel, airband, let's give it a name. Airband. There you go. Give it a name. Now back to zones, and in the zone airband, I just go add. There's only 1 channel in that. You get the idea. So you choose. But look, groups are very handy, aren't they? FM radio, you can put in your favorite radio in there as well. DTMF, which works well. And I mean, I find that everything works quite well on this radio. They're not showing any settings at all for GPS on this one at all. They might. I'm going to get the UV88 software and see if there's a couple of GPS settings in there. Although you can select GPS, look. I'm not seeing settings for that, unless I'm blind. And then you write to the radio, and it's writing. It's quite fast. So check it out. Now the way you get this thing into HF is you push the very bottom left button. So this one here, and it goes into HF, and you change bands. And I've done videos on this, so I'm just sort of saying it while I'm here. You change bands by, just click OK there, by pressing the hash. And then you move with the star button, you move when you're in HF mode. I'll just quickly press that. That's HF mode now. It takes a minute, then you go into HF, and with the star button, you move around here. You've got step, you've got frequency change, and then it goes round to bandwidth, LNA, and BFO. Well, that really, I'll show that in another video, but let's go to channel mode. So if we just take out the thing, turn it up, come out, just press to go back into normal receive. If you press the hash, okay.
What channel mode?
We're in channel mode, there's HubNet. And there's, and we haven't told it to display channel area B. We can tell it to display channel mode or boot up in channel mode. Where is it where we can tell it to display the channel name? Looking now to see if I can see that. Channel area, zone. We got frequency mode or channel mode. I wonder if that shows the name. Config 2. On. Not seeing anything super obvious. Device. Radio name, but that's not it. Radio frequency detect channel. I think that's about it. I hope this helps you. Bye for now. 7-3.